The Milton model is like the inverse of the meta model which we saw in an earlier video. Its purpose is to open up the mind to a wider set of possibilities. And it does this primarily by being artfully vague. The founders of NLP, Richard Bandler and John Grinder, observed and modelled the language patterns of the successful psychiatrist and therapist Milton Erickson. Erickson had a naturally hypnotic way of speaking with his patients. He used vague language and would seize upon anything that was happening in or around the room in his attempts to help his patients to make the changes they needed to make. At the heart of the Milton model for language is the idea of embedding presuppositions into the things that we say. This has the effect of gradually and subtly convincing the patients that the changes are already happening. As you're listening to my voice now, you're starting to understand what I'm saying. That last sentence really told you nothing. But it did presuppose that you were listening. And also, because you were listening, it also presupposed that you were starting to understand what I'm saying. It may just have given you a slight, warm, fuzzy feeling that you're understanding something. Now, I don't intend to teach you Ericksonian hypnosis, nor even the Milton model from NLP. What I do want to do is to give you a flavour for how the Milton model works and what it seeks to achieve. To give you a sense of the kind of language patterns that practitioners use, I'm going to speak for a while, and then I'm going to break down what I've said. I know that you're wondering what the Milton model is. And it's a good thing you're wondering, because it means you are learning many things. That's right, aren't you? And all the things you can learn will give you new insights and a new understanding. And that means that your unconscious mind is processing the new information and understanding it, even if you do not consciously think that you understand it. So let's walk through it and see what I did. I know that you are wondering what the Milton model is. That was a mind read. I was claiming to know what you were thinking, and by doing so, gently encouraging you to think it. And it's a good thing to be wondering. Who says it's a good thing? This sentence states something as if it's obviously true. It's called a lost performative, and again, it makes the person think that what they're hearing is some profound truth. In fact, it's just a statement that you're making. Because that means you're learning many things. Because implies cause and effect, which is unproven at best. But again, it may well trigger you to adopt this as a belief. And then I presupposed that you were learning many things. So again, it gently nudges you to believe it too. That's right, aren't you? That's right endorses you. And then aren't you is a simple tag question which makes you feel like you've got control over the answer. Although, in reality, you're most likely to agree, especially if I have rapport. And especially if I say, aren't you? And nod my head at the same time. And of course, the feeling that you have control will reduce the amount of resistance you offer. And all the things you can learn will give you new insights and a new understanding. All the things is a massive generalization, and it gives you the sense that this is about something big. And the words insights and understanding turn processes and actions into a thing. You no longer have to work to understand and to gain an insight. By turning these words into nouns, into things, it makes it seem so much easier. They're just dropped in your lap. You don't have to actively do anything. It's easy. And that means your unconscious mind is processing this information and understanding it, even if you do not consciously think you understand it. I ended with a double bind. A double bind is a statement where I win no matter which of two conflicting statements is true. You either consciously understand what I said, which is great, or you didn't consciously understand what I said, in which case you unconsciously understood it, which is great too. The Milton Model is a way of using language to gently soften people's resistance and start to make a change. It's a fantastic technique if you learn it in depth, but it is something that takes a lot of learning and a lot of practice to master. Please do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it and learned from it. I'll be making loads more great management courses videos for you, so please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.